We're here again at DillosDizResort.com as part of Theme Park Thursday Live. We're doing a series of vlogs for a very merry Vlogmas that we're going to put on our YouTube channel. She is Jen.
Hello.
And this is the fourth one, and it's the unexpected one. So, you know, we're going to be off the rails for probably about 15 minutes here.
And for this one, you know, I kind of wish I would have known about this and taken notes. And you know what? But we're just going to go because we know this movie so well. I don't need notes, but I don't want to forget to say anything.
I'm a little worried, too, that we're not, like, dedicating an hour to this, but we're just going to go and we're going to see what happens.
Or are we? Stay tuned.
I don't have time. But here we go, because we let in during our favorite songs, which we only named 2 songs in that vlog. Make sure you check it out. Maybe 3.
And some non-Christmas songs that feel like Christmas songs.
Now talking about Love Actually. But we watched. We're here. We're here. This is how it started. We were talking about scene on the way, the pageant, and the kid with the paper mache costume in the back with Hugh Grant, David, and Natalie. And we're here to talk about all the little things that probably we've incorporated into the Dillos' lives as probably the podcast life. I'm sure you might have heard one of these things over time. Jen referenced one in the previous vlog that I think you can lead in with.
Yeah, enough now.
That's
that
right.
one.
Enough now.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say this.
Hold on.
Do you remember the first time we watched?
Wait.
Nate's
good night,
leaving?
Nate. He doesn't. Yeah, because he doesn't want to hear spoilers. Nate, go watch it. Go put it on.
Nate, go watch the movie right now.
You can stream it on Peacock. That's what I did when I was catching up with Val.
Peacock.
Okay, go ahead.
Where the Peacock go? So, anywho, where did we begin? We talked about enough now. Yeah, you know, do you remember the first time? I think you and I watched this movie together. The first time we watched this movie, do you remember?
Did we see it together? Because I remember seeing the trailer in a movie theater. I don't know before what movie.
Did you see it in a movie theater? Maybe you saw it in a movie theater.
I feel like I did. I remember the trailer though, so that I don't know if I feel like then I probably saw it because I remember seeing the trailer going, oh my God, I'm going to love that movie. I'm going to be in love with this movie. Look at it. It's like everything I love. And I knew, but I can't recall. What do you think the first time was?
No, I did not see it in a movie theater. I saw it rental in on the porch, as it were. On the porch. At Mama and Papa Dillos.
Yeah,
and it was springtime.
I would say it's when did it come out specifically?
It went out. This is what's annoying. I'm going to say what's annoying about this Hulu special. Well, it wasn't a Hulu special. It was an ABC special with Diane Sawyer that now on Hulu. And they were like celebrating 20 years of Love Actually. The movie came out in 2003. It's been 19 years. Yeah. What are you doing?
Right. I didn't understand that either. Yeah. Stop it. Hey, Hulu. Put 90210 back on, especially season 3.
We need season 3. How am I going to celebrate that?
Exactly.
DVD of season 3, but you know.
Okay. Anyway, so so I don't know if it was then. It's bad because so I recall seeing the trailer in a movie, and I remember a boyfriend I was with at the time. So I'm like, then did it come out while I was still with him? And then we went to see that movie. I'm not sure.
There's a transition that happened around that time.
So, but I've been obsessed with the movie since the trailer. Yeah.
I mean, but I remember because I like my rom-coms. Not gonna lie. You know, I'm usually watching a rom-com even on mute. I guess last time I watched Field of Dreams when when I came back in September. But Notting Hill, right? Was that with you when I watched Notting Hill both ways?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think you were like diagonal to me, and I was like, Frank's watching Notting Hill.
It's like I know all the words, so I don't have to put on the volume. I can still fall asleep if I want and just watch the scenes and know what's happening.
Yeah.
So I like the rom-coms, but yeah, I was in a place, I think, in the spring of 2003. So this kind of Christmas, uh, you know, everything. Granted, all the stories don't go the right way,
Mhm.
but it hit me a little hard. So that's what I remember. So I'm actually surprised that I didn't be like, I hate this. I hate this
I
movie.
hate this movie.
I hate this movie. I hate Uncle Jamie, and
I
I
would
hate
say
this
that
movie.
line is probably Mama Dillo's most quoted line. She will say anytime she hears the word hate, it will trigger her
Yeah.
to say, "I hate Uncle Jamie."
That is true. That is
Yeah.
a Mama Dillo go-to. I hate Uncle Jamie.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's an easy quote. Enough now. We did do the parody video of 2 years ago of
Yes.
me doing the opening song. The Christmas is all
Which I don't
around.
think anyone understood.
Nobody got it. They just thought I was being weird.
Which, I mean, fair, but, there was a reason behind it, so
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe Bean can set off the fireworks. Maybe Jen, you should do a TikTok of a side by side of
Uh-huh.
me and that, just to
Yeah.
see like the different homages we do in the middle of that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe for TikTok Vlogmas, which I started the first 2 days, nobody cared, and I was like, "I'm done with TikTok Vlogmas." So anyway, uh, okay, yes, and we are big in anytime the kids ask for yogurt. Anytime they ask for yogurt, "You dip it in yogurt." We say, "Why?" So stupid. It's just so like, there's so many lines. Anytime we hear the name Judy, just
Mhm,
Judy, and like, I mean, it's nonstop. But I, there was a discussion with our friends as to, it doesn't have the perfect happy ending with a pretty bow for everybody. Sorry, spoilers, but not spoilers.
yeah,
And I was saying, well, love actually is all around. And so it's so many facets of love. It's family, it's friends, it's, you know, the one you can't have, it's the father son, it's just so many
mhm,
different dynamics, and love is messy and life is messy, and it does all of that, but everyone is just so good. I mean, I put up, if you follow Janillo on TikTok, I have a series there of movie and TV scenes that make me cry, and one of those was Emma Thompson in that scene,
mhm.
where I don't
Yeah,
want to
and
spoil
they
it.
focus on that special, so
Yeah.
you'll cry during,
Oh,
probably, because
great.
it's great. It's great. It's probably the best part of that special, actually, is them
Yeah.
talking about that scene and
Oh,
and
man.
and recalling it.
Yeah, it's like so perfect, that scene.
Well,
Oh my
because
god.
I mean, and again, like, maybe you look at that now in like the present day. I don't know if you look at that movie and go, "Is this how is this a comedy?" But there's
Right.
so many genuinely funny moments that are grounded in, which was also good about the special, grounded in reality and grounded
Yeah.
in truth. And I think they talked a little bit about truth in that special.
Mhm.
Everything seemed very truthful,
Yeah.
and so you get that, and like you get these funny moments, and like even the ridiculousness of of them in the murky pond and things
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yes.
And then you get this like drop dead serious scene
Mhm.
that it just sucks you in. Like
Yeah.
all of we talked about Andrew Lincoln walking off and zipping up his thing, and
Mhm.
getting angry, like Keira Knightley, found out, and it clicked for her. That part, like
Mhm.
like how does anyone can totally relate to that? Like, I
Mhm.
don't know, everyone can connect to that.
Yeah.
And everyone talks about how the cue card scene is an iconic scene,
Mhm.
but and then there's people will be like, like, come on.
Mhm.
But because that character had that moment of like frustration, and just
Mhm.
like, then you were like, I'm gonna buy in on this character, and
Yeah.
if you does something, oh, say anything esque with the
Uh-huh.
boombox, and here it's the form of the cue cards,
Yeah.
like, you're like, all right, I'm with it. So I'll suspend my disbelief for
Mhm.
this little outside the box
Yeah.
moment,
Yeah.
as it were.
But
But
look
yeah,
what
I
that
think, yeah, good.
just that scene, like, look what that did then in pop culture.
Yeah,
That scene is in
it's iconic.
commercials, it's in other TV shows, it literally then just carried through so many different things.
Yeah. And Dr. Val's talking about Emma Thompson's face at the airport, which Yeah,
Ooh.
again, yeah, and listen, the use of music, we talked about this is how
Yes.
we got away from it in the previous vlog of
Uh-huh.
favorite songs. The Love Actually soundtrack is amazing, and the use of music is perfect.
Yes.
God Only Knows at the end
Uh, yeah.
is just perfect,
Mhm.
and everything just hits just right. And the score is, when you got the kid running through the airport and
Mhm.
you're running parallel with Colin Firth walking
Mhm.
through the town,
Yeah.
and the music going da na 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 na
Yes.
na na. You're
The
like,
builds.
yes, da 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 da
Uh-huh.
da 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 da. Love it.
Yes. It's
Do 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 do
so
do
good.
do 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 do. Oh my god, so great.
So good.
Love it.
I was starting to just write like bullet points of things. And to that walking through the town scene leads us to more lines of just in cases.
Oh, just in
Is
cases.
I mean, just in cases all the time.
I mean,
I
listen, we had a just in cases moment at 90s Con this year.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that. Oh,
And someone that I mean, if we have them on the podcast someday, but the um that person said, "We'll what was it? Take an additional picture." I guess they were gonna. Is
yes,
that how
just
it came?
yes, yeah, because we're like, "Do we like it? Do you know what? Just do another one just in cases." And we were like, "What did you just
What, what
say?"
did you
I
just
literally
say?
like it was like my worlds were colliding of
Mhm.
meeting this person, taking a picture with this person, which was an
Yeah,
amazing
yeah, yeah.
moment of my life, and then meeting it with like one of my favorite movies ever, and her saying it like as if and knowing I quote it all the time,
Right.
and she's saying it as if, yeah, this is how we talk, and I'm like, what? What? You know that too? I know that. What?
Yeah.
And it
It
was
was
an
one of those
amazing
like
moment.
we were meant to be friends.
We're friends now. This is amazing. I love it.
I might have to do some follow up there on the
Yes.
future podcast episode
With this tie-in.
with this
Um,
time.
yes. Also, the comedy aspect with Colin, I feel like he is the biggest one to bring the light,
Hmm.
uh, uh, the
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 lighten up
levity.
the movie, the levity. That's what the word I was looking for. To the movie, and all of that is amazing, and especially to you have the young January Jones before Mad Men, and
Hmm. Oh my
but
gosh.
and it's just that whole scene of what's it bottle, oh, bottle, and like just
Yeah.
that, the whole thing is so funny.
There and this is something I do on the podcast,
Yeah.
but I don't use the right words,
Uh
but
huh.
I do the inflections, and I
Uh
don't.
huh.
I wish I could give an example, but
Yeah.
because she's the sexy one.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we do that all the time. We do that all the time. Hashtag we do that all the time.
We always do that.
Um, we always do that. Yes, but we never say those words
Yeah.
because everyone would be like, "What?" So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
try not to do that.
We
But
will always, if we can find a descriptive word to put in place of sexy,
yes.
we will say something else in that inflection. And
Yes.
she's the sexy one.
Ah, buddy.
And
But
yeah.
and to go the opposite direction of it, of having those serious moments, the movie kicks off that way, right? You're already crying because it is 2003, and you hear Hugh Grant talk about the plane hitting the
Hmm.
towers, and
Hmm.
you're like, what?"
Yep.
And you're already in that. You're already crying. You're
Yeah.
already emotional. You're
Especially
already
as New
having that.
Yorkers.
Yes.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and so the balance of it all is crazy.
All right. I mean, we did 4 vlogs during this hour of recording at dillosdizresort.com. And favorite songs seems to have a part two. I think work favorites is going to have a part two.
Yeah.
Those are other vlogs currently in our Vlogmas series, I presume, on our YouTube channel. Who knows what order these are actually dropping. But I
Yeah.
think we'll have a Love Actually sequel too at some point because this was
Sure.
unexpected.
Yes.
And as we wrap things up here at dillosdizresort.com, that's our Patreon with memberships beginning as low as $1 per month at dillosdizresort.com. It costs you nothing just
Yeah.
to look at
Take a
dillosdizresort.com.
gander.
take a look,
Yeah.
take a window shop, as it were.
Yes, exactly.
It's the holidays after all. But we'll be back. I suspect we'll be recording more vlogs for Vlogmas on Theme Park Thursday Live next week. I have nights free next week, so who knows
Oh,
what
look
might
at
happen.
that.
So
Wow.
we shall see. Until that time, she's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye bye.
Deuces.
Merry Christmas, thank you, Santa.